All right, guys, I'm going to do a quick recap while this trade is actually going through PLTR. And I think it's very important to have this information ready as we're getting toward 150. We had a really amazing trading on PLTR. As you see, there's a big order sitting at 150. One of those orders actually mine at 150 and 149.75. And the price is going significantly toward that 150, and it's going to get filled in a matter of probably less than a few minutes. And you can actually see the orders in the level 2. The Market Atlas is the one that I'm using here. And Market Atlas is a tool that shows you the depth of market through NASDAQ, but in a, there you go. So here we go, we're going up. So, but it's showing you with the time axis. So essentially the same level 2 that you're seeing on your trading platform, but with the time axis. And having that would be very, very important because it shows you, from the beginning, from the previous day close that we had. Let me stop this. So from the previous day close, this big order at 150 was showing that sitting there, and the price slowly going toward that. And as you see, we added even before the break of high of the day all the way to 150 that we're having. And I have the screenshots that I show you from the beginning of the time at 9:30, 9:40. From the beginning of our trade, we had this big signal at 150, and it was ready to go toward that. While it was going up, there were some smaller levels show itself, but it was never as big as 150 that you're seeing here on the Market Atlas. And this kind of signals can help you really find the direction. You don't see these clear signals all the time on the level 2 for scalping, but when you do see it, and if it's a price action, it means the candlestick is valid, you can make this trade based on that. So the strategy was essentially a 5-minute opening range breakout strategy. So this is your 5-minute opening range, that you see. If the breakout, we got it a little bit earlier because we saw this big order up there, and I'm going to show you the screenshots. And as you see here, having this Market Atlas helped us to partial on the levels that we had. And this important level 148.40 was about, I think yesterday high. And based on that, we continue going this. And it's not only, so if I go to the daily chart, as you see here, ripped through these levels, and it's going to continue higher. It's coming, from this 2 days ago range that the PLTR had, and now this breakout goes toward 150. And coming back a little bit here, this looks like an area of a consolidation, so definitely look like a potential resistance. But even if it doesn't get to 150, the high of the day is 149.87. It's still a very accurate, very powerful move on that. What I'm going to show you right now, and I'm recording it here, is a bunch of level 2 orders. So as you see here, we did have on same trade on AMD, we had 280. So we went long when we saw this big order at, look at the time, 9:34.46. And if you continue the screenshots, you're going to see that, you're going to see the order after the 280 got filled here, and the partial, the order went toward 285. And then you can continue the United Health. This was another trade that we did. The orders are stacking up at 354, 355, 360. We went long. The stock was up 10%, and just seeing these orders to the upside helps you to take a trade. And this is the first screenshot that I took at PLTR at 9:41.51. And you see even in that time, 9:41.51, you have this big order at 150. Continue going higher, is going up to 147, and again the order is stacking up there, and a little bit order at 148, 149, 150 stacking up there. This is the switching back to United Health, 354. You see this order significantly bigger than the orders to the downside, and then we just continue 355. And you partial on that. Going back to PLTR, I added more when I saw we are near the high of the day. You see I added more, around the 150. And then United Health, again, that was another trade that I was doing at the same time. Again, order went toward the 360, and I started partialing toward that. So going back to PLTR, a couple of screenshots. Look at the time stamp, 9:55. Order is up there, and then we just continue here. Boom, the order toward 149 got filled, and then 150. And you see all the way to 10:03.59. So this is very important to see that this order is stacking up there, and there's nothing down here to stop people from going into this direction. So as you see, now going back, switching back into our chart here, United Health was exactly the same trade that I took show you a couple of screenshots. United Health had the earning in the pre-market, gapped up significantly, and looking at the levels, we had some sort of a levels around 359.75. I think we were looking at in the past 380, 359. These are the bunch of levels that we had. And hold the VWAP as soon as it came up when we saw the market atlas. Again, look at the market atlas right now. There's not much going on here. So as you see, there's some big orders to the upside, some big orders to the downside, but it was really nice squeeze that we got that. So what happened with PLTR right now is that PLTR can hang around here. So it could be a 920 trade. This is actually a 920 strategy that Brian takes. So the stock to the upside, this is a 20 moving average. This is a 9 moving average on 2-minute chart. You can actually buy here. So for the potentially going back to the high of the day, that could have been actually very nice nice entry if you want to add into that. Let's see if the order on PLTR is still is up there. Let me see. Yep, it still is up there, and we can potentially add in there. I had a really profitable day. Oh shit, where's my PLTR? Did I get out of PLTR? Oh, for some reason I actually got completely out of PLTR. I don't know, maybe that order was a mistake. But I'm completely out of PLTR right now. I don't know why. I thought I have an open order, but maybe I oversold it. But yeah, that turned out to be my day. So PLTR was a really big trade that we did. We were very patient. United Health was another one. And we did have a couple of try on AMD, CAR, and NVIDIA that didn't work out at the open. I'm going to actually walk you through that. But turned out to be a very nice trade. For some reason, I had some orders at 150, but maybe I made a mistake and I got out completely out of here. So what did I have? So NVIDIA was a trade that at the open, I went long for 1 minute opening range breakout and I got stopped out here. So, it did really squeeze up. I went long for the break of, this, 1 minute opening range breakout, dropped, I got stopped out, and I'm glad I got out of it because, it just didn't go out. And AMD was also a trade that we went long. We had this order at 280. I showed you the screenshots, but I got stopped out. It did chop people around, eventually broke out, but it was difficult to get a clean breakout in the first 20 minutes. And that happens sometimes in the market. Sometimes you get really difficulty getting a nice breakout, and that's why you have a stop loss, and that's why you have to really manage your position properly. And nothing in the market is certain. Even the market atlas is showing a direction, but still the price action doesn't have to necessarily follow that. And as you see here, for example of a PLTR, I was almost 100 certain that it's going to go to 150, but now it's pulling back, and the order is still there, the signal is still there, but doesn't necessarily mean that the order is, the atlas it doesn't dictate. It's just an indicator. The price is the true nature of stock market. So I think is one of the most important tools that you need is Market Atlas for the equities. It's essentially the same data that you're seeing here on the level 2 of DAS platform, and a lot of other platforms that have level 2. It's the same numbers that you're seeing, but it has a time axis. So you can actually see what happened in the past when the orders are coming and when the orders are going. So it's a better visualization. So I used to just use the level 2, but now in finding Market Atlas, it just helps you visual this situation much easier, much nicer. And you don't have to use it, but I think it's the most important tool for this style of trading that we are doing. It's if you have a different perspective on intraday trading, like you really look for big moves intraday, maybe this is not good for you because these are short-term moves. When I'm talking about short terms, 5, 10, 20 minutes. But if you want to buy now a future and then sell at the end of the day, maybe that doesn't really help because these orders can easily change. So you can easily see the orders that come here, they can go, and then this would be completely gone. So they're not 100% telling the future. But having said that, I don't want to have this recap to be very long, but it is kind of doing a 920. It might, in the next half an hour go back to 150, depending on the market what it's doing now too. So it's the time that market is also rolling back. So again, at the same time that SPY rolled back, PLTR rolled back, and if SPY loses that or volatility really goes down, it might chop around. So that was a trade, and I think again, pretty much all of my scalps are based on that. So looking at the price action, so number one, look at the price action. If it's above the VWAP, and if you have the big orders to the upside, there's a potential for a breakout. Same can be for the reverse. Looking at the price action, if you're consolidating below the VWAP, if there's big order to the downside, we can go short based on that. And if you see the stocks like United Health that had earning, it would have been amazing, because that's essentially a classic opening range breakout on a stock in play. But stocks like NVIDIA, AMD, Tesla, these are also super volatile stocks that has been, giving us a lot of opportunities in the last 2-3 years. So you can trade them as well, but they're prone to choppiness time to time. All right, guys. So again, tool markets Atlas by Trading Terminal. And if you have any question, guys, just email me, Andrew@variabletraders.com, or leave a comment, and I'm happy to answer that.